First, we'll get the objects. Okay, inspect it. So we have something called ID, 2 bar, tab search. If you copy that, we add a notepad. So I'll teach you a different way today. So each and every day we'll learn each and everything. So we'll write everything in a test resources rather than writing in a main, just to see how the feature file and also BDD would work. Okay, everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right. So also I want to search for this, inspect it, just try to inspect it. It also has input ID. Okay, let me copy this particular ID to this. Okay, and if I just type manually iPhone, if I just click on search, so I'll get an iPhone 17. Let me copy this and get the XPath. What is XPath for this? It's span. It's an iPhone. Okay, span contains text equal to iPhone space 17. So text equal to will not should not come. See, one of three. So we'll click on the first one. Till this point, any doubts? Manually, what we're trying to do?
No, sir.
Let me create a event project. Create a simple Maven project. I'll go very slow. If you have doubts, please do ask. I'll just write com.amazon and artifact ID. I'll just write Amazon. That's it. So let it create for a second. Yes, it did create Amazon. So any doubts till now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. So in BDD framework, you have to understand something called dot feature file. Okay, that one I'll create in test Java. So I'll not use main, guys. Just see how I'll create. Test resources, right click. I'll just add a feature, which is a file here. I'll write something called Amazon feature. First, I'll write features as a folder. What do you mean features?
It
So we
contains
have a, sorry?
features contain the test scenarios.
Scenarios, correct. So we have to create a folder. Okay, I have created a file. Just delete this. I have to create a folder. It contains all the test scenarios. Okay, we have to write a runner file that would match between feature file and a step definitions. Only those are only few important thing you have to understand in BD framework. Now, here also we have tried something called test resources, right click, package. I'll write something called step definitions. So it should be in the utils or step definitions, step definitions. Okay. In the step definitions, we have tried something called Amazon steps. So whatever we write in, okay, let me go to feature file. Just let's see the how the feature file would look like. So step by step, guys, understand each and every step. I'll write something called a file called Amazon dot feature. That's it, nothing else. Okay. So whatever you write in here, we have to have step definitions. That will write called Amazon steps. So this will be a class. Amazon steps. So understood till this point?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what exactly will write in a feature file? So I'll give the entire PDF file at the end of the class. So don't worry on that. Okay. Just we'll see the scenario, what and all we can do. So when you write a feature file, we have to update the pom.xml. Okay. Let us update the pom.xml. What and all are needed. Okay. For example, if you go to Cucumber framework, let us copy, let us understand what and all are needed by the way. First, we need definitely something called Cucumber. Selenium, we need Cucumber for feature file. Okay. We need something called extend. We need logging. We need this WebDriver manager, and also we need something called testing. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll copy from these dependencies till the end, till the project. Okay. Copy this. And let me go to pom.xml of our Amazon, and try to paste it here. So any doubts in this till this point? Any doubts?
No, sir.
All right.
No, sir.
So we need Selenium to run launch the browser, etc., or do the interaction with the browser. Cucumber for learning feature file step definitions. Event stack for extend report that is already mentioned here. Log4j, we need this. Launching of Chrome driver, we need WebDriver manager. TestNG for seeing the test. That's it. This is entirely for MVN clean test. That's it. Okay.
So one doubt. That thing, that plugin for MVN, no, so we can download it from online.
Yes, every dependency you'll get it from Maven dependency.
No, so
You
that which is down, no, like while I was practicing,
can-
little down. That plugin for Maven, sir.
This one, properties and plugin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just Google it. So try to download the Maven Surefire plugin and also type the Maven compiler. You'll get both.
Like where we download the dependencies, we can download there itself or separately.
So Maven dependency is everything under dependency only. So this is
Okay.
something called properties and build plugins. So this one you will try to have to go Google it.
Sir, can you please show that in
Okay,
the
sir.
path plugin?
Sorry.
Can you please show in the plugins, sir, where we'll get the plugins in the Google?
Just
Uh,
Google it. No, try to Google it. Like for example, Google. Try to download. Okay, try to Google like everything. I can't tell you, right? Okay, fine. I'll just show you. You have to
sure.
Google. Always, you have to understand how the framework works. Okay, Google. Try to Google it or try to use nowadays what is ChatGPT doing. Everything you have to use. Okay, it will add extra thing to the framework. That's all the thing matters. Okay, so ask Maven properties per Surfire plugin. Okay, so you got this, no? You can copy this, so whatever you want. Okay, plugins properties. So I want something called versions, includes and all excludes. I don't want. If you say it includes only this particular test, whatever is present, only this will execute. See the boundaries. So whatever useful for the project, you try to Google it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you're not getting it properly, try to use what I have done. Okay. So only use the group ID, Maven file, and what is the version, latest version is available. And always have to run the test ng.xml. If it is not that, then not an issue. Directly, if you put Maven MVN clean test, it will directly work. That's not an issue. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now, even if it's not that, it will still work, but it will work on a MacBook, but not on a Windows machine. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, got it.
Alright. So now in BDD framework, if you go, let me go here. There is something called runner. Okay. So you understood Amazon feature file. We haven't wrote anything. We'll write in very simple words. Okay. So we'll write something called feature colon. So this is very important, guys. Given, when, then. Given, when, then. The same logic which we saw for API testing, we'll see it here. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're good. So I'll just write something called Amazon guest shopping, something like this. Okay. Here, after scenario, you have to follow this always. Okay. After future, future contains n number of scenarios. We can write scenario, have a proper indentation, scenario. So this is one scenario. We can write another scenario. We can write another scenario. Every scenario is followed by so given when then every scenario will be followed like this. So scenarios will run sequentially. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So always try to think like how the each and everything is linked. I'll write everything, but according to but for Cucumber to understand, there has to be a link. That is why runner is there. Each and everything you have to understand properly. One second. Okay. So I'll remove this. Let's see one scenario for all. But you guys have to do your scenarios. Okay. Guys have to start your scenarios. What my scenario was, what I explained in the beginning. Search iPhone and click the first one. Click the first one. Okay. So given when then user launches Amazon website. Okay. There is nothing but www.amazon.com. Okay. When user searches for iPhone, something called iPhone, then user validates iPhone displayed and then clicks it. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Amazon guest shopping. So we are not logging as anything here. So we since we need a login from a different user levels. So since it was a request from you guys, I'm just using as a guest user. Okay. So scenario search iPhone, click the first one, click the first display, something like that. So everything should be pure first display, pure English language. So now, whatever you write, there has to be adjacent step definition. So before writing anything here, let us run a test runner file. For that, we have to go here. So everything I'm doing in test, guys, you can follow anything. You can follow main.java, main/java, test/java, anything. So whenever I try to create a framework, everything I'll try to create differently so that any one you can follow. Doesn't matter. So whatever you like, you follow it. We don't have to run one only framework with it. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me create a package. Let me write runner. So this runner is specifically for BDD framework. So previously we didn't have runners. Previously we used to run by test ng.xml or we'll directly run the test file. Here specifically we'll run the runner. Why runner? We have to understand. What is the runner? Why the future file? What you have to do, we have to understand. Okay, now. So before test, after test, we used to write in base test or Java. Here we'll use something called hooks. That is very, very, very important. Okay, right click, class, test, runner. Okay, test runner. Before run using the runner, so I will create one more package called hooks. HOOKS. What is hooks? Hooks are nothing but before class, after class, whatever you write. We can create a simple class file to keep hooks. Here I'll create a class hooks.java. Okay. Till this point, any doubts?
Sir, why runner, sir? Runner is used for.
So runner is specifically used to link step definition with a feature file. Whatever we write and whatever the step definition, we have to use the same wordings. When given user launches a website, I have to run a simple method. So method and feature file linking is nothing but test runner. We'll write our link mechanism.
Okay, sir.
Any other doubts? No doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, I told you I'll link the feature file with the step definitions, right? So the linking mechanism will happen in runner, test runner, but we have tried something called @cucumber options. So this is something like @test, @before class. So it comes from a cucumber. See, cucumber, test ng, cucumber options. If you go to Maven dependencies, everything whatever cucumber is, it comes from that. Okay, cucumber, everything is BD framework, behavior driven framework. Okay, so here behavior driven is always done from feature file. When you say behavior, it's a very simple English language. So user launches Amazon website, user searches for iPhone, user validates iPhone and then clicks it. Very, very simple English language. This one, the what happens here, you have to write a method that is in step definitions. In step definition, we'll write each and every given then when all the methods. To validate this method, we have to run in cucumber options, features, what feature it is. All the feature files will present in source, test, features and feature. Source, test, resources slash features. Any doubts in this?
Yes.
Okay. So features are present in here. Now, I have to write something called glue to connect this feature with Amazon steps. How do I write it? I have to literally glue it. What do I have to glue? You see here. Glue my step, exactly what I read. Step definitions, exactly how you have read. The same package. Step definitions and also glue our hooks. We'll write something in hooks. Wait, don't worry. Our hooks. Glue these features with step definitions and hooks. Okay? Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Getting.
Okay. Next is plugin. So here plugin will come, which is actually giving the report wala. What is the report? We need a pretty report. Okay. And this is very mandatory. There is always a cucumber report.html, but we are not using that. We'll use our extend report, but for the time being, there has to be always created cucumber. This is mandatory. Even if you like this report or it doesn't matter. When you're using cucumber, this report will be generated. Okay. Now we will use something called extend cucumber adapter. This is just a thing we have learned, just a different one. So if this one is properly executed, you have two BD frameworks. In this BD framework, we will use extend.properties instead of config.properties. Okay. I will stop. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay. com.eventstack, nothing but from this we are using com.eventstack. So extend reports, we are trying to link it in the test runner only. So the extend reports will be generated. So, and also we need extend reports in the target folder. That also you'll see, don't worry. Cucumber dot adapter dot extend cucumber adapter. So extend with cucumber, we can relate to it. That is the beauty of cucumber framework. So in the previously we didn't see anything is fine which is related to you. Any doubt till this point? Any doubt?
So like last time when we did BDD, did we did link this extent here?
No. So we did something here, right? Cucumber framework. You can see runner here. Yes, runners. We only add pretty and this. That's it. We didn't add anything.
Pretty is also another type of reporting, right?
Pretty is
Like,
a type of reporting. That's a pretty report. Means it's a form of a report. Uh, Name of a report. That's it.
okay, so
Sir, here we'll get HTML report and extend report both, sir.
Here only has HTML report.
No,
Here
previously,
we will try to create an extend report of our own in extended test adapter or target only. In this only we will try to create extend report. We will write our extended properties. This is a different way for a framework. I wanted to show you guys a different mechanism so that any framework you can use.
okay, sir.
Okay. Last but not least, we'll write comma here. Plugin is also over. Glue is over. Plugin is over. Features is over. Now, monochrome equal to true. That's it. So it should be something called open bracket, something called close bracket. So how we'll write at the rate test? Imagine at the rate test as cucumber option. That's it. So what do you mean by monochrome true? If monochrome is false, it will be a default string. If monochrome is true, test results will come in plain text format. So we'll get a test result plain text format, or else we'll get a string. So this is important. Features, what exactly, where exactly the feature file, right? We cannot have only one feature, right? We can have n number of features. But Amazon feature dot feature, card dot feature, or payment dot feature, anything we can have. Okay. So that's why I gave only to the folder path. Only till the folder path. Now, how do you link this? You glue, literally attach this feature file with these sub definitions. Now, plugin, it's an additional plugin setting. Generate a pretty report in this location. Also generate a extend report. That's it. Any doubts?
awesome.
Good. Now, let me create a step definition file. What we'll write in step definition file. Now, let me go to step definition. For understanding step definition, close this. You have to see the feature file. So everything is linked, guys. You have to see the feature file. Given, when, then. So something you have to write something called given. What I have to write given? Exactly what you have written here. That's how linkage happens. It should be very exact similar. Now here you can write public void but method will not work like this in spaces, right? You have to connect this. Spaces will not work in a method. Okay, just hover to given. See, it will take. That's it. Now this one will launch in hooks. We will use in hooks. We'll launch Amazon website in hooks. Okay. Now, next, we'll write something called. What is the next thing we have to write? What's the next thing we have to write?
At the rate
When
When. That's correct. So when. What should you write in when?
Search for iPhone.
when search iPhone.
User searches for iPhone. Exactly, we have to write it. Now, iPhone is a string, so we'll specify that. Okay, we will write it in this one double quotes. This can be anything. Okay, this string can be anything. That's why we'll write something called string as a generic example. Okay. Now here also we'll use the same logic, but here we have to write something. So user searches for string item. User searches user underscore searches for. Here we'll write something called string item. So since we are passing iPhone, it should be an iPhone. Okay. Throws exception because we'll give some weight here. Don't worry on that. Okay. Now click on when. Now what is the next one?
Then
Then. Okay. So then what we gave in them. Okay. It should be exactly similar. Okay. Public void. So everything should be interlinked. If it's a method, it should be interlinked. User validates iPhone displayed and then clicks it. Good. Here also we'll write something. Wait. Here we'll open the bracket, close the bracket. Okay. Hover on then. Done. Any doubts in Amazon steps.java? What we'll write, we'll see. Any doubts, sir?
no, sir.
Okay. If there are no doubts, let's move on. Okay. Next thing we have to understand is Hooksify. That is very, very, very important to understand. What we'll write in Hooksify. So here, instead of using base.java, we'll write everything in hooks. Okay. First, we'll use it web driver. You can write web base.java. That is for data driven, not for BDD. Okay. So just write creating a driver as a global variable. And also I'll try to create logger file. Log equal to. Before writing this, let me create a logger util. So everything should be interlinked, guys. Okay. Save it. Create something called util. Logger util. Wait. It should be something called utils. You can write com.utils or directly you can write a package utils. Anything is comfortable for you. You have, by the end of the day, you have to understand, and the lame person should understand this file. That's it. Logger util. So when you have logger util, let me copy the logger util. Okay, let me go to here. Where exactly it is? Okay, here it might be logger. Just a second. Okay, let me copy this, but you have to create a different one. Okay. Okay, let me add it here. So let me add these two here. Let me remove this. Okay. Let me remove this class also. Okay. Now, here what I have to do, I have to use a public static logger get logger. So I'll just use some function so that it is properly understandable. Get logger, and I'll write this as a instead of variable as a method so that I can call this class. Okay. So I want to do a return type logger return statement. What is the return statement here? Log manager dot get logger. But this logger also should have a class. Okay, that's why we'll write a class. Same what we have discussed in API. Class as a data type, class as a I'll just write CLS. Okay, and I want to call this as CLS. That's it. Now, this is very, very important. Why? We are going to use this in hooks.java. That's why we are using. Okay, till this point, any doubts? I'm stopping and doing, guys. Come on. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, chalo. So I'm using logger log equal to logger util. Now, if you type this, and this they have to understand like what we have to give giving. Let's Eclipse has to understand. See, that's why it is created like this. Hooks dot class. That's it. Okay. Now we have just hover this logger. Logger dot. That's it. It is understood. Now hooks. Everything is before class, after class, etc. Now before previously we are doing this one in base.java. Now here we'll do everything here only. Okay. Now we'll write hooks before and after. But before that, let us create something called bases.java in our util files. We were creating com.base, but here we'll write something called driver factory instead of bases.java. So driver factory, same name but different purpose. Sorry, different name but same purpose. Anywhere if you find the link fault, ask me. I'll tell you. Okay. Over this. So here I will say launch the browser and then maximize it. Maximize it. That is the only function of this driver factory. Launch the browser and then maximize it. So any doubts till this point? Okay. These many files I have created. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No doubts?
No, sir. Clear.
Okay. Now here, once I will also create initiate driver. Okay, just like how we did git.init, initiating the git in the GitHub class. Similarly, I will use public static web driver as my data type and then init driver as my method name. Web driver, init driver. Driver. Okay, this init driver should have a return type. Add a return type driver. That's it. Here we have to write web driver manager dot. Basically, we're using Chrome driver only. In the previous class, we have used Chrome driver, Edge driver, Firefox. You can use the same, but this class was basically to understand BDD and to understand Amazon, right? That's why I have made sure that this very, very simple framework so that you guys can understand, not complicate. Okay. So WebDriver has Chrome driver. If you just put dot, it has Edge driver, it has Firefox driver, everything it has. Okay. But now we are interested in Chrome driver, and Chrome also should be installed like this. Okay. Close this. So now always you have to initialize the driver. Driver equal to new Chrome driver. This setup is nothing but giving it a driver file. So this is giving driver as a class. So whatever the methods are there in Chrome driver, it should be accessible to the driver. Okay. So then we'll do driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
All right. Good. Awesome. Now we'll also have public static web driver. If you want, we can have get driver as a method. If you don't want directly, you want to use driver, we can use, but the return type of this will be a driver only. So this will give the flexibility to add more drivers. So let's say we can have here, let's say string browser, something like that. So this browser can be used to initialize which driver. Let's say I can write if browser like this, we can write if browser equal to Chrome, then do this. If browser equal to Edge, then do that. But this is just for flexibility. In future also we can use. So I don't want as anything as a parameter. Any doubts in init driver? Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us go to hooks. So hooks, one by one, it will try to create each and everything. Okay. Now we'll write something called before. Before, after, we'll do here only. So as soon as you write before,
1 second, I have a doubt.
Mhm.
So instead of having a driver factory.java, why don't we do that in before class itself in hooks?
Yeah, we can do it. But other thing, you have to always have optimization or frameworks. Always should be the usable file. We can write entire thing in the hooks itself, but always have to have optimization. That's why we use functions. That's why we use reusable methods. So instead of creating a framework, you can write everything in the main file itself. For example, let me go here. Okay, let me go to latest simple books automation. Okay. Here, let me go to test.java. Here, order flow. Now, here we created something called client payload, right? Instead of creating this file, we can add the payload here itself. Why did we write that? To have optimization, to have a file that can be reusable. If you write payload here, the same payload used in the something called update order, we have to write it again. But if we create a file, it can be reusable. Always have to optimization, always have to have a reusable files.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any more doubts?
No.
Hello, let's move on. Let me close this. Driver factory. Also, let me close this. So I'll write something called setup, public void setup. So everything, this one will happen before @test. Anything @test is there, before that only it will happen. Now, I have to initialize the driver. I'll initialize it just a second. I'll just say driver equal to driver factory. Driver factory. Since we wrote all the static, no, so it will directly get it. Dot put init driver. That's it. And just I'll write driver dot get. Here I'm giving the hard coded value. This one we can put it in the config dot properties, etc. But for the time being, I'm just writing in the hard coded value like this. That's not correct. You can add it in your framework. Okay. Amazon.in. Okay. I'll write something called, since you have used a logger, log.util or log.info. I'll write something called launched Amazon. So that's why we are not using this one. Wait, just I'll put dot. Okay. So we go to test runner. Oh, sorry. If you go to step definitions, here I've used hooks. Hooks will directly user launch Amazon website. That is already taken care of the before function. Okay. Okay. Now I want to store the screenshot, but let's see. I'll just write public. I'll write something called after. So as soon as everything ends, after public void tear down. So just hover on after, you'll get a Cucumber report. Then just write driver dot quit browser close. So log dot info. Oh shit. So I'll just copy this one because it's giving a lot of information. Browser closed. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So now hooks is created. Basic structure is done. Hooks is created, test run is created, Amazon steps is created, driver. Now we have to write something called pages. Pages means we have to write something called a XPaths for
Functions.
everything. Functions, but XPaths. So now there is what is there in home page, what is in products page, etc. That's it. Okay. Now let us write my home page. What exactly is the home page? Let's go here. Amazon.in. This is my home page. As soon as you click on this one will come, and these two other buttons which I have already stored here. 2-tab search box, nav search, submit button. That's it. So we have something called 8 locators, right? By ID, by XPath, by partial text, etc. Here we'll use by ID. Okay. So I'll just copy few of the things. We need this one. Okay. I just copy this. Let me go to home page. Right click, class, home page. Okay. Okay. Instead of hooks.class, it should be homepage.class. Now, here we'll write something to by search box. Now here we'll write by ID. Instead of by XPath, I'm using by.id. What was the ID? Copy this. That's it. This is the first ID which we wanted. Okay. So search box and search button. Both the things I have shown you manually. I'll use that. Okay. Copy this. Paste it, but it should be something called like this. Search button. Okay. Now, then we'll write something called our constructor so that it initializes the driver. Constructor name should be exactly equal to class name.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll write web driver. We'll take driver as a parameter. In constructor, mostly we'll assign this one, this dot driver equal to this driver is nothing but this one. This is the driver we are going to assign. That's it. See, this is a global variable driver. This is a parameter. Now, this one here, we'll write something called search product. Amazon, now here we are trying to search this. iPhone will write, we'll click this. That's it. That will come in when. So, we'll write something called public void search product. In the search product, we'll write something called string product. What is this product? We'll see in a second. Wait. That is iPhone throws exception. Okay. Now this will call in the when function. Okay. Just go in a when function and we'll try something called home page, right? Home page, how we have given home page. Home dot no. Wait, exactly what we have given, that only we have to give. Nothing else we have to understand. 1 second. So to access the home page, we have to create a product of home or class of home. Okay. Oh, sorry. Object of home page. Home page home equal to new home page of driver. That's why we have created a parameterized constructor. See, if I hover it, so if I just go inside this driver, create driver. Okay, so driver we have to create. Okay, let's create a field driver. So private driver, instead of private driver, we'll create something called driver equal to driver factory ka driver. That's it. So this driver should come from driver factory, and this one should be a parameterized constructor of home. Right? Then if this becomes, go to Amazon steps, add here home dot search product. This product should be an item which is already added. Any doubts till this point? This item will exactly take iPhone since it is displayed in double quotes. Okay. Any doubts till this point? Any doubts till this point? So you want to see how it runs? Okay. Go to test runner, right click, run as okay. JUnit test it has not taken, is it? Wait. So for that we need a little more work here. Okay. Now it has to extend abstract test ng cucumber test. Wait, abstract. Just hover it. Yes, that's it. See, now it should have right click, run as test engine test. Wait, let's see whether it will work or not. Okay, so it found lot of issues. No tests are found. There is no test. Wait, we have to write a proper test, which we have already written in step definitions, which we have already linked. Right? So everything, almost everything we have done. Now, let us create something called log for J2 XML since we are doing the logger, right? So let's go here. Okay, let me copy this, not test data.csv. Guys, an understanding or everything is going out of your head?
Understanding, sir.
Getting, sir.
Okay. If you're not getting, please let me know because this will be one of the final classes for you to understand. Okay. Because then we will have. Okay, wait, let me open with plain text. Since you have done this a lot of times, it should be very easier for you to understand. That's what I felt. Okay, let me go to source resources here. Let me add log4j2.xml. Okay, let me copy, right click, file, log4j2.xml. Okay, click on finish. So right click, open with plain text editor. Close, close. So now search for an item, goes for an item. Nothing is there to search. Here we have to write our logic. So let's write our logic. So here I have to write in homepage.java. I just write log.info. So before writing log.info, I'll just copy from somewhere. Oh, don't, this one is not needed. This one I'll copy. Homepage. Searching for the product. I'll just write searching for the product. Which product? That product is nothing but product, which is a parameter. Here I'll write thread.sleep, which is not needed. We can use driver.manage.implicit wait, but for the time being, I'm just using this for you guys to understand what is happening. 10 seconds I'm using hard wait. So hard waits are not recommended, but just I'm using for your convenience. So driver dot find element. It is search box directly. Okay. Search box, what I have to do? I have to do send the keys of this product. Where exactly this product is coming? It is coming from future file. So future, whatever you write in double quotes, it will become the parameter. Okay. We go to Amazon steps. Sorry. Go inside the search product. Once you find this, you have to also click. That's what. Wait. Click the icon. Click the search button, not anything else. Okay. So driver dot find element. Find element search box. We have to use search button dot click. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. This is when is done. So home page. The home page. I'm going here. Amazon feature. I'm adding a when user launches an iPhone. Okay. I'll go test runner. I'll write it here. Let's say run as testng. Let's see what is the issue. Let's see. So full path of XML file is not there. No test for nothing was run because the plugin com.s. Okay. This is a problem. Okay. This is a problem. If this is not there, it should run. Wait. Okay, just run it now here. Press run as Test. We'll see. It's also an issue. What is the issue? Fail to parse Amazon source, Amazon feature. Okay, feature guest search iPhone click first. Okay, good. So not an issue. Test source, test resources, features. So step definitions and then hooks. That's it. Okay then. If that's the case, we'll try to use this also. Now, for that we need an extend report. That one will add it in a resources file. New as a file extend dot properties. Previously we were using properties. We'll use here extend dot properties. Instead of creating extend manager, this is very, very useful. Okay. So it is one of the repo adapter of Cucumber. Extend reporter dot spark. Using anything, you can easily start from here. Let's see whether it works. Okay. Okay, spark dot start equal to true. So extend again, same extend dot spark, where it has to create an output. It has to create an output in target. Okay, just like how we have seen here. Oh wait, it is stuck. Any doubts, guys?
No, sir.
You understand? Slowly but slowly, I'm going. I'm not rushing at all. If you're not understand, let me know. So I want it to be created in target. So where is target here? See, I want extend report to be created here. See, already one of the report got generated. What exactly is the issue? Open with web browser. This is extend report. Nothing is there. Browser itself not launched. Okay. Now we'll see one by one. Don't worry. So target, I want something called extend hyphen report slash. So here I'm not using timestamp. So whenever extend report is created, it will be always saved. What are the previous report will delete? It will save the same name. Okay. I want this much only. Let's see. Let's see if I run it will work or not. Test runner, right click, run as test engine test. So listener. Okay, listener. So what exactly is the problem now? Our to extent has a problem. Could not load plugin. Okay, so there is an issue with the plugin. Let's see. What exactly the plugin we need? Okay, there is one more extend report adapter. Okay, for that we have to use, go to Google, extend. That's how we have to understand, guys. So what is the extend report Cucumber? Extend reports Cucumber 7 adapter. Okay, let's see. We have to add this dependency. How we'll get to know? It's very easy only. Don't worry about that. Okay, you have to understand, see the output, and try to understand it. That's it. Copy this, add it here. Go to pom.xml. So we should report traditional. This one, let us remove. Let's add this. Okay, wait. Let's remove this. Let's add it. So I want to remove the scope for compiling only, but I want for everything. Let me put this one, indentation, good. Let's see, let it build. Let it download all the dependencies. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Okay. Now let's see what is the error now. XML files to run, always listeners. Okay, fine. So since we have not created testng.xml, let us remove that in form.xml. Okay, let us remove this itself. Right click, run as test. Awesome. There is a still default path. Okay. So hooks is we have done. Browser.close. Launch Amazon. Why it is not launching Amazon.in? Homepage also there. Test run is also there. Feature file external properties log for .jtools. One second. Sure. It should be runners. Wait. We created wrong. There is no nothing called rename. Copy. Package runner only. That is not an issue at all. What is the issue? What is the issue? What's the issue? What's the issue? Conversion properly. We get source test, resources, features, step definition, hooks. Hooks HOOKS, hooks. Capital hooks structure. Good. Pretty we give HTML target. So the target, okay, let me right click. One second. Let's back. Okay, it is event stack. Extend reports will come back. Okay. Let's see, guys. Let's see. I want our browser to be launched. No, browser is not launching still. There is no testng.xml at all. That's totally fine. Extend report folder is created, but not extend report. So monochrome equal to true. That's true. So test run extends abstract testng class. That is true. Let us open hooks for a while, for a second. So logo util, I want to initialize driver. Let's go to initialize driver, which is a Chrome setup. That's it. Chrome driver setup. Okay. Let's see the pom.xml. Are we using? Are we
Sir,
not
here
getting
we
it?
need to do like tear down also.
So tear
In
down we did here. Driver factory. No, we did something in tear down. Wait. We did somewhere, no? Amazon steps. No. Tear somewhere we did. Hooks we did. Wait.
hooks we did.
Hooks we did tear down, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, wait. Did we? So we driver.quit, browser close. Let's see the logs. What exactly logs say? There should be something called log dot. Okay, logs are not created. Huh? Refresh. The log itself is not created. Just output. It's taking pom.xml. So log4j is in test resources. We have something called log util here. Right click, open with. So this one doesn't matter. So driver factory only I'm thinking to do something. We have written the driver. We are using the Chrome driver. Did we got the proper imports? Web driver manager. Everything is public only. So this web driver manager is called in hooks, which is at the rate before. So whenever we are writing a test, it should be at the rate before.
Sir, can we use ChatGPT? No. We will get it then.
So do you want me to use ChatGPT?
Yes, sir. Then what is this we will get immediately?
That's okay. That's how regular people do, no? So testng doesn't find a test. So it says expected language tagline empty. Got empty in future. Okay, let's see our future file. So since we have time, I'm just using the time. It's very easy to get from an AI. Okay. So it should be amazon.feature, F-E-A-T-U-R-E, correct. So feature file. Okay, wait. Oh, yes. So given colon search iPhone click display. So this one search iPhone click display, right? Okay, so let's go to Amazon steps. Home page only we created. We had at the rate given. So then should be home product we gave as a string. So what do you guys think? Where did we miss? I'm trying to use test runner only. Test runner, everything we added.
Sir, is it specifically looking for annotation test?
That's what it says, but we are not worried about test. It should run given when then. So is there an issue with Cucumber version? Wait, let's see. Let's see a pom.xml. Okay, so we have one Cucumber. which is okay. I understood. We have only one cucumber, which is cucumber Java. So we should have a dependency called cucumber test ng. Okay, here. Okay, good. Let's see. Maybe that is the reason why to search in cucumber. So we'll do everything with test ng, cucumber only. Okay, cucumber test ng is also another dependency. That's what, like, the longer you search, right, the better you get. Okay? For example, if you're getting 7.15 only, let's search something called 7.15, or okay, let's search the latest one. But is it all that you have to see the stable one? Okay, overview. Okay, let's add this, but I'm not sure. Okay, whether the latest one will be compatible with this one, but the usage will be dependent. So we have Cucumber test ng also. Okay, fine, we do have. We have something called Grasshopper, which is adjacent. Fine, we have something called Selenium also, right? 14.9. Cucumber Java, Cucumber test ng, Grasshopper. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you want me to search here? No. Let's search. Console. Okay, let me run once again. If it doesn't work, let's see. Or we can use it like the server command prompt. No. So it should be in this location. Properties. I think dir is a command, right? Okay. Amazon. Okay. CL, clear. Okay, CLS, huh? MVN clean test. I don't think it will work. Let's see. If it works, it's fine. Okay. Now here we got a proper test, no? So here Gherkin language. So featurefy is always dependent on Gherkin language. So feature line, comment, empty, several things it is trying to find, which is not there in the feature file. Weird. Okay, what is not there in feature file? Okay. Does it matter?
No, sir, I think.
Okay. If that's the case, let me get the scenario from here. Cucumber framework. Let's go to resources. Resources feature. It's the same, no? Okay.
Same, sir.
Let's copy this. It is exactly same on there. Okay, let's copy this. It should be Amazon guest shopping, right? Guest shopping. You have to go to wait. Resources. Sorry, we have to go to step definitions, Amazon test. Okay. So user launches Amazon website, something like that we have to write. When user launches Amazon website. So when user searches for iPhone. So here I have to write something called user searches for iPhone. So this should be in double quotes. So here we have tried something called user valid space and click this. Okay. Oh, the scenario was wrong. Okay, let's wait for iPhone to be added in the search box. I gave 10 seconds. Click on that. That's it. Okay. There was an issue somewhere here. Okay. Okay. Let me add here. Amazon. Oh, sorry. Search iPhone, something like that. Search iPhone and click on first item, something like that. Okay. So let me run it once again. Right click. So you have to be very careful. I don't know what I did wrong. So given when there was an issue there. Okay. Okay, till this point is all guys. So it is working fine. Let's see if the extent reports are generated. Okay, let me refresh it. Target extent report. Oh, extent report is generated. Okay, let's see. Okay, open with web browser. So Amazon guest channel search item and click. So this is the feature file. So when we click, these three are done. Okay, awesome, nice. So we are getting somewhere. Okay, now. So till this point, understood, guys? Anything doubt? Any doubts you have? Any doubts? No doubts. Are we good?
No, sir. Listeners, you are not using sir here.
Nothing I'm using. See, in runner, I'm just using test runner. Test runner, I'm just gluing it. So we can elaborate this framework, okay? But I'm not doing since the ask was only to understand a BD framework, and you want specifically to run the Amazon website, right?
Yes.
So you can use anything. You can use listeners. If you're using listeners, just write on test start, on test end, etc. In that you can club step logger and extend framework. But for extend framework, I'm using extend not properties. This one, extend reporters proc. How I'm getting this to use? Go to pom.xml and try to search for something called this one. Tech growth grasshopper extend reports combined with cucumber adapter. So this adapter we are using in extend reports. You see, no, not here in the test runner. See, extend cucumber adapter.
Yes, sir.
Cucumber has itself extend adapter. You can use anything, guys. So see, if you want, I'll just upload it to the. Okay, wait. If I can run ambient clean test, it should run. Let's see. CLS. Okay, CLS. It should now create a proper. Okay, let's see. I'll try to upload this to GitHub so that you can also use it. That's what I was amazed. I think I would have done given when then I would have given one when or then as a small letter. That's a problem. Okay, now let us see the validation part and then we are done with this framework. Okay, so you can expand the framework as much as you can. Okay, that's not an issue at all. So anyone has any doubts, guys? Anyone has any doubts till this point? Your understanding? Easy? Not easy?
Yes, sir. Getting.
Getting right?
Yes,
So
sir.
anyhow, I'll upload this into GitHub. 1 second. All right. Okay, let's go for then. So then we didn't have to do. So user validate an iPhone, displays and clicks it. Only the validation should do. Now, for this, let us create one page. So I'll go 10 more minutes. Is that okay? 10 or 15 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. So I'll just create one page called. Okay, somebody wants to join, is it? At this time, nice. Who wants to join? Pavitra. Okay. Pavitra has joined no only. Good. Okay, so wait. So let me create something called product page. Product page, not search results page. That's it. I just want to click the iPhone. That's it. So I'll just create something called search results page. The same page only. I just want to click it. So it should navigate to different page. Search results page. Okay. The same thing I'll do. I'll just go to home page. I just copy this to. I'll just add this to. Okay. Now I'll add something called one of the thing I'll use, but I'll use XPath. Okay. So since I'm using XPath, I'll not write like this. I'll just write validate iPhone and click something like same. Okay. So I'll write something called public validate iPhone and click. That's it. One simple method I'll write, guys. Public void. So I'll go to home page. I'll just write something called loginfo. So validating iPhone and clicking on product. Product, something I'll just write. Okay. So I want to write something called this element, right? So driver dot find element. If you remember, we found this element as an iPhone, right? So I want to click on the first one. Okay. So let me go to Amazon.com. So let me click on iPhone. Okay. So let me click on the first one. If you inspect it, so I'll get something called as I should do something called span. If not H2, okay, let's see. I got something called span. Okay. Let me go here. Span. So contains text. So my text will be something called iPhone. Okay. So text called iPhone. It is not taking, is it? Okay, fine. 70. Span contains. Oh, wait. Why did I add this many times? Okay, let me search it again. Okay, let me put it in this again. Is it correct? Span only. SPN span contains. Weird. It should have found, right? Oh yeah, that's a problem. See, the syntax issue is here. Okay. See, it found 3 elements. Now, if I give entire thing as 1, will it take 1 element? Is it taking 1 element?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll just copy this. I'll just go. Okay, wait. Okay, I'll just add it here. By dot xpath. In xpath, I'll just write this dot click. Okay, and also I have to write here driver dot find. Okay, let me find element. I can write something like this, no? A web element ele equal to this one. Hover it, and this is web element. Now, first I can write assert dot assert equals ele dot is displayed. Is there something like that? Dot is displayed equal to true. So we have to validate first. Okay. So we have to validate first. Okay. What is the issue here? Cannot convert void to null. Is it void? I thought it's a Boolean value, no? Okay.
Sir, public void is there.
But, oh yeah, okay. Okay, nice. Then what we'll do? Public Boolean. Okay. Then we'll write Boolean something valid equal to this one. So then it will become okay. Assert itself is not true. Huh? Actually, assert doesn't require assert dot assert equals Boolean actual, Boolean expected. Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
Is this one is Boolean? Correct. False equal to null. Boolean expected. So if I just write false equal to false, so it will still throw an error. Wait. Okay, then we'll write something else. Wait. So if ele dot is displayed equal to true, then we'll write something here. Something called flag will write, okay? Int flag. Oh, Boolean flag equal to Boolean flag equal to false. I'll write first, so that we can use the same thing. Okay. Yes. Okay. False. Hey. Yappa. Okay. Now equal to flag equal to true. Now I just violate iPhone. Okay. Now what I have to do? So I'll just create a web element as a global variable so that I can use it. So I have to just use like this. So it becomes a global variable, right? So I will just copy this. I just paste it. Click iPhone, something like that. Okay. Validating iPhone. Click on the product. Click on product. Here, what we'll do, we'll click. Okay. don't need boolean here. We need a void. So when we get a boolean, we have to validate also. Okay, we'll do that, not an issue. Okay, here we are just clicking it. Now, what we'll do, we'll call these two functions in the where. So, okay, then we have to create a search results page SR equal to new search results page. What is that? It's good. Now, always you have to pass a driver. So driver should always be there, else it will not work. So now, if you are writing a driver here, we have to write a parameterized constructor, because driver will always come from where? Driver factory. So we just hold on a second. Guys, understanding? Are we going too fast?
No, sir.
No, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so good, awesome. So it should be search results page. That's it, good. So it should be always a parameterized constructor. Now let us go to Amazon steps. Now first it should be SR dot validate iPhone SR dot. Okay, what was second one by the way? Click iPhone. Okay, chalo. Let's see whether it will work or not. Okay, you have to go to runner, right click, run as, finger scroll. Let's see. It worked? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Worked.
Okay, chalo. Then you have to see the did create logs. You should have been created the log. Okay, good. Logs have been created. See the logs. Searching for an iPhone product, browser close, launch, valid iPhone, click on the product, browser close. Good. So extend report. The same report will be automatically replaced. Open with web browser. So just click, this is the feature file, just click on it. What and all it did, it will validate. Now, tell me any doubts in this BDV framework and also any doubts in whatever you have asked. So on Amazon, I could see we can go for on and on to validate all things, but you can easily do it, right? If you have come to this point, if you have clicked this, right, you can actually add to cart and all. Okay. Hey guys, just click on add to cart. This is the one. Just go on the top. Just take this, click on the cart. Then you should validate which item is in the cart or not. Okay. Easy to validate. So Manju, Pavitra, Dharni is not there. Go on.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes,
can I please open the code once? You used
Yeah.
the abstract one, sir.
Go.
Abstract.
What do you want to see?
Abstract you used, na, sir?
This one, see. For test runner, it has to identify, it has to extend this abstract test.ng class. From where this is coming? See, from where this is coming? Now go to pom.xml. there should be something called Cucumber test ng. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Cucumber test ng. This will connect with Cucumber and test ng. This will connect with test extend report with Cucumber. This one we are validating in tester extend Cucumber adapter. And if you go to pom.xml, if you see the Cucumber test ng, right?
Yeah.
This one you got the point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more doubts? So only main thing, guys, in BD framework, this one is very, very important. Cucumber options. Here we are gluing feature files with the step definition and hooks. Hooks basically contains before class, after class. This step definition contains @test, but @test will never write. Will only write given, when, then. These three will behave like @test. So this one is nothing but pom.xml. This one nothing but add a dependency of Cucumber test ng. So @test becomes given, when, then. Any more doubts? Not understanding, yes, no.
Got
Understood, sir.
Okay, this one I'll upload to GitHub. Okay, tomorrow I'll give you the link. If you want, you try to clone it. Try to run in your local machine. Okay, just see whether it is opening the Amazon.com. It is entering iPhone. It is clicking on it. Everything you see. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll upload. I'll give you the link. Okay. Tomorrow afternoon I'll give you all the interview questions. Okay. Let me stop the recording. Okay.